Hi everybody, it's Rhonda again. I'm still up in the processing of getting my back on big, getting back on track with everything. Actually, I've been doing really good, like slimming down, slimming back down, and I've learned my lesson because next time I will not go out on a holiday or vacation or any kind of day and eat like I did. Because one thing about it, self-discipline is key. Self-discipline is important when you set your mind to doing something. So I had set my mind to doing just that, eating healthy and living off the fruit of the land, everything that God intended us to have for health purpose. Like I'm 45, I want to continue to be super healthy. I want to continue to not have health problems, not worry about health problems. I want to continue to, go on my day-to-day basis, being able to run, work out, and I just want to be able to enjoy my kids and just everything that people do in life, in their everyday life, whatever that may be. But I want to do it without worrying about the foods that I eat. Is it gonna, cause me to develop any kind of health problems, or is there anything, hereditary that might sneak in or whatever, you know? So here I am just doing a late night video. It is Friday and it is like 2:30 something in the morning. And basically the reason why I'm up this late because I have been working on a project and I'm still is. I still am. And I got done pretty late, hadn't eaten anything all day. I drank me some tea, like that. That's tea. Everything. This is all of this is all my herbs and stuff in that tea. So what I have done, I've made it in this in that bottle. I made it all in a bottle. I think I kind of expressed that the last time that I was on here, but if I didn't, then I'm gonna say it again. I kind of reuse any glass bottles that I get. This is some CMOS that I made with, I just want to encourage someone. Don't feel like if you want to do something and it's hard, it may, well, I'm gonna rephrase that. Don't feel like if you really, really want to do something, you can do it. Don't ever feel like you can't do something, because you can. You can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to, whatever your heart desires. And honestly, if it's in your heart to really get things in order with yourself, or to get a new job, or to go and, I guess, find your husband or wife or something. I mean, anything is possible. If you want to be your own boss, if you want to, it's whatever you want to do. If you want to go and live out what they call it, oh my God, what is it when they go out and if you want to go out and own you some horses and cows and all of that stuff and live out on the off grid, you can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. If you want to change your complete lifestyle, if you want to lose weight, if you want to start to eating healthy or just healthier, you don't have to eat super duper clean if that's what you know if that's what if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can eat more cleaner, like portion your food. Be more careful with what you eat. where you eat. Slack down with fast foods, or slack down just eating in the home. Like if you a person like a homebody, I used to be a home. Well, I still am a homebody. So if you're a homebody and you just feel like you have nothing to do, and that's all it is to do, all you gotta do is um get a book, read the Bible, pray, meditate, turn you some music on, clean, do something, do whatever you know you want to do, whatever makes you feel good, whatever you're comfortable with doing. Just make sure that you're happy with that. That's what I'm saying. Just make sure you're happy with it. And I understand a lot of people say, "Oh, I like my size," when we become overweighted and we let that weight slip away from us, because we not notice it a lot of times. If we're just used to doing it, not paying attention, and then you eating, laying down, going to sleep, or you just eating and just watching TV, that can like affect how you um pick up weight and all of that, how your body digests the food and stuff, because it's not good to do, to lay down and eat. It's not good to kind of overeat, all the time. Well, I'm gonna say period, it's not good to overeat. You only just really, me personally, I rather eat what my body needs to eat, and whatever fears that, then I'm okay with it. Because truthfully, I can go a whole day off of just water, or just fruits, fresh fruits juiced up, and I can eat some fruits, anything like that. But I can go a whole day off of just drinking some herbal tea and just drinking water, because you have to drink water with herbal tea. Or you can drink what is it, Lord, you can drink because I want to say it right. I don't want to turn around and say it the wrong way. You can drink coconut water. Thank you, God. If you like coconut water, because a lot of people don't like water. A lot of people feel like it's not good. Water is nasty. A lot of people feel like it's too contaminated. And they're not gonna drink it. But anything, whatever you choose to hydrate with, that's healthy for you, and your body, then I would say, do it, go for it. Because you can even take and juice up your own juice, and that's what I do. I juices up my own juice, and basically I will turn around and I'll drink on it, and I'll store it. A lot of people say it's not good to juice up fresh vegetables and beets and stuff, and hold on to it, because they really say to get all the benefits you're supposed to drink it right away. But me personally, I store mine, and I still get all of my benefits. Still feels really good. I mean, I don't suggest you to take it and store it for a super long time, like months and months. But I'm gonna drink mine, because if it tastes good, and if it don't seem like it's bothering my body, then I don't think it's bothering me. But truthfully, it keeps me energized. It keeps me up, going. It keeps me on my 10 toes. I'm always full of energy, always happy. Because a lot of times, if the body is happy, you know, if you're treating your body happy with self love, then your mind is happy. Your mind, like meaning your mental health, is happy. And basically, the way you eat is really, it benefits how your mind and stuff kind of process things, how it reacts, and all of that. So that's how I feel. That's just my point of view. And truthfully, I rather just eat clean. I enjoy eating clean, because it keeps me feeling like and knowing that I'm in control of my life. The food is not in control of my life. Anything that's negative is not in control of my life. People's are not in control of my life. It is my pen, and it's in my hand, it's my tablet, and it's my story, and I will prefer to continue to write my own story and not give the pen to anybody else. With that being said, never let anyone tell you what you can and what you can't do. Never let no one make you feel discouraged about anything. Never let your past dictate how your future will turn out. Never. Because basically only you can change your past situation and make yourself have a brighter future. That's what I'm that's my basically what I came on to say, because I hadn't been on for a while. I'm finna chop me up some cabbage, and I'm gonna make me some cabbage. I'm gonna make me some cabbage, and I'm gonna eat me some cabbage. So I got my bowl, I got my plate is here ready. I'm gonna eat cabbage here, and I'm gonna take the eggs, bust them open, and put them on top of the cabbage. And that's gonna be my meats. Hold on, let me show you the cabbage. Oh, my cabbage. June, what you do with my cabbage? Oh, it's in my face. Right here. Okay. But yeah. See? That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna take and cut this cabbage up, and I'm gonna eat this cabbage and enjoy this cabbage. I'm not gonna eat the whole cabbage. I'm gonna cut it more in half, because I just cut half. Well, I had him to cut half of it off, and then I'm gonna cut this half and put it in aluminum foil as well as with the other half. And I don't really eat much. I don't really have like a super big appetite, you know. Like I said, I can go without eating, and I can feel myself. I'm proud of myself that now that I'm kind of, well, I am. Ain't no kind of. I am. I am actually back on track. I'm. I don't have to eat. Eating is just something that I do to feed the body enough, just enough. And I don't eat that every day out. When I eat, I consider eating knowledge, the word, meditating, praying. I mean, nature. Just everything that God blessed us with and what He intended us to nurture our body with, you know? So, and teas, sea moss. I love sea moss. I love to use it. It's not good because I don't add in really nothing but herbs and actual herbs and stuff into my teas. So basically, it's not really that good because it's kind of what they call it. It's real salty. I don't care how much you wipe it off. It's salty. So hold on one second. I'm gonna show y'all my drink real quick that I always take, and I put it up. You might not see the full harvest right away, but God sees it. Jesus didn't see the full harvest while He was on earth, but He knew what was coming. He knew that every act of love, every miracle, every teaching, and ultimately His death and resurrection, when I make it, I put it up. I'm about out. So in a minute, in a little bit, I'm gonna make some up. And that, honestly, that makes me not have to buy so many fruits, because I had a habit of buying so many fruits, and sometimes they'll go bad, and you have to hurry up and eat it. And fruits and stuff and vegetables are super high. So what I came up with, I brought me a big old that jar. I brought me a big old jar, mason jar, and that's what I started doing. I started juicing up my juices and storing them all up in there. So I mix what I want to mix in it, and I put it in the refrigerator. So I drink on them every day, morning and night. So I'm drinking my night tea right now. I will be drinking my cup of juice once I finish with my finish making my cabbage. So that's what I'm gonna drink with my cabbage. I'm gonna drink some juice, some all natural juice from the earth, because that's what I enjoy doing. And I want to add this on too. I don't knock anyone. When I say anyone, I don't knock. I don't judge anyone. Everyone do what they feel is best for their body, for their life, and their lifestyle. Me personally, I just feel like, that's what I choose to do. And that's what I've always choose to do, because I don't like a lot of meats and stuff. It's not really, it ain't really much other stuff that I like. And I feel like ever since I went through the situation that I went through in 2013. It was 2013 or the end of 2012. Well, it was the end of 2012. So ever since I went through that health scare situation, and God guided me and put it on my heart to go back to what he told us to. That's how he wanted us to eat. That was our medicine. Food is supposed to be medicine for our body, healing for our body. And what the things that we eat, basically, it helps the body to detox off bad things, So what toxin? So basically, after that crisis that I had back in 2012, is when I decided to I didn't want food really too much like that. Not other kind of foods. It's other kind of like meats and all of that stuff. Meats didn't taste good to me no more. Period. I can go and, like, when I was on vacation, I'll eat meat, and I didn't like it, but at the same time I did, and you can still feel that feeling inside of me, like feeling disgusted, and the food tastes, kind of, it tastes funky, it helped. And honestly, food don't taste like it used to no more. Like when we was growing up as kids, and when your grandmas and your moms and all of them was, So then, with that being said, I prefer not to eat it and stuff, because I feel like it benefits me, and it's a better choice for me. And not just that, self-discipline for me. Like, it keeps me disciplined, it keeps me sane, because reading and always study, researching, stuff like that. I enjoy that. Them things that I enjoy. I like to create. I like to do things like that. And I feel like I'm my better authentic self when I'm not overweighted with all of this different types of foods, and this food that when you eat it, it makes you feel so overweighted and bloated, and it just make you feel weighed down, and I don't like feeling like that. And then our body actually, it tells us. We just have to listen to our bodies. Our body lets us know what's good for us, what's bad for us. It's up to us to listen, or it's up to us to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this anyways. It's good, and I'm just gonna do it. And I just didn't want to be like that no more. I used to just indulge, like enjoy. That's how I picked up all this weight. So basically, I'm actually doing pretty well on my unbigging my back journey. But this journey wasn't just about unbigging my back. This journey was personal too. It was a spiritual journey, It was a spiritual detox, full body detox, mind, body, spirit, and soul completely. Um, and I just encourage, I encourage you guys, or somebody, anybody, you know, make a plan, make a goal, write it down, stick with it, achieve it, you know. And sometimes we get distracted, and it happens, just get back on track. Don't don't keep procrastinating. Get back on track and don't stay down. Get back up and just know that everything's going to be okay, because a lot of times we get frustrated, and we feel like, oh, I can't figure this part of it out. Or, pray about it, meditate about it, keep your dreams to yourself, and just, unless you got a really good support system and it's you and them that's meditating and praying and going into this plan together, then it's good. And you got someone cheering you on, like really cheering you on. So I've learned, I used to run my mouth all the time. Every time something exciting was happening in my life, every time I achieved something, every time, I wanted to do something, like a goal that I wanted to achieve. And I learned that every time I used to kind of mention it to someone else, I'd be excited at first, super duper excited, like ready. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it, And then it takes one word sometimes with some people, not everybody. With me, it did. It took like a few people to tell me, oh, it ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. And she ain't gonna make it, So a lot of times, people that you think are ruined for you are ruined against you. So I take this back to what God said in the Word. The Bible said, "Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing, or your left hand know what your right hand doing." So a lot of times, we should keep our dreams and what we planning on to do to ourselves until it manifests itself. And then it's okay, to just, because you got to be proud of yourself. You got to. When you set goals and you achieve them, you feel good. You feel really, really, really accomplished. You feel really good. So that's what I had to come and say. And I just wanted to give you guys a little update. And I might come back on tomorrow. I don't know. And I'm still happen to record my videos here on my phone and or on whatever I record it on, because sometimes I record it on the iPad, or sometimes I record it on the laptop, or sometimes I might do the desktop. So whatever I record it on, I kind of have to do it in a video form, because for some reason I don't know if I don't have enough people that subscribe to my channel or look at a certain amount of my videos, and it's just not it won't let me. Like, I think YouTube said you have to have such amount before you can go live on there, unless it might be my computers and stuff that I'm using. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I'm encouraged. I'm excited. I'm actually I'm actually super duper overjoyed, and I've accomplished some things, because now, and that's another thing. I know I said I'm gonna get off of here, but another thing, let me tell you something. And this was before I went on my contract, right? Before I went on my contract, I was in like years of being straight vegan. Nothing but, if I ate meat, I made my meat from beans, or if mushrooms, stuff like that. That whatever I could say it's meat and it was good to me, then it worked for me. It was really good. I seasoned it good. It tasted good, and it tasted like meat to me. So, well, you know what I'm saying. It had a delicious taste to it, and it made my meal taste good. So you have to explore and all of that good stuff to get your food to be how you want it to be if you want to get on a health journey like that. Because some people say, oh, I can't eat that, I don't like that, and I get it. I totally get it. I don't knock nobody. Do whatever works for you. And I'm just saying that a lot of times we have to just try other things and do it in another kind of way. And basically, before I went on this journey, this time, I was already living that lifestyle, and my mind was like so sharp, and I always had thoughts come good. When I say so many ideas would flood my mind, and I was just super happy all the time, just happy, happy, joyful. I'm to my extra because I'm already a person. I have a great personality, and I can say that about myself. I have a great personality. I'm a pretty good person, and I was always encouraging people's, even if they didn't encourage me, even if they put down on me, even if they say, oh, she got some teeth missing, or even if I heard people's say whatever they wanted to say about me, I still used to encourage them. And I just pretend I didn't hear it. I pretend I didn't hear it, but then I still have to pray it off of me so that, later on when I'm somewhere alone, that thought wouldn't come back up in my head. So I had to pray and ask God to forgive me and forgive them, if I had any kind of thought. But I didn't. And really too much didn't or don't bother me when it come down to stuff like that. I think my biggest hardship that I had to overcome was family. If my family gossip about me, put lies out on me, talk about me, or something like that, or if they reject me, that used to bother me. That type of stuff bother you. And but I think that's probably about it though. Because I mean, if my boss rolled my back, it didn't matter, because I mean that they was the boss, and I just keep moving. And I only had to be at work 16 hours, or 12 hours, or if I was doing 8, then 8. So it wasn't gonna bother me. I don't have to go home with them and sleep with them. They go their way, I go my way. So it don't bother me. It relieves you when you're away from them, because you don't have to deal with the negativity, the put down, or whatever it is that they do that kind of tries to put down on you in your life and stuff. So when I turned around, what I did notice when I went on vacation for them 3 months recently in October, when I started eating them meats and stuff and eating other foods that I wasn't eating, I did feel it's like I was always in my feelings. And before that, I was always just grateful, always thankful, always praising, always, no matter what. I will always hold my head up and not worry about, anything that really didn't matter, because it doesn't matter when someone else feel like they have a say so in your life, about your life. When it's always put down, because sometimes a person can actually just, give you an actual what is it? Because a person can give you like some straight out See, my mind just racing. My mind is racing. That's why I wanted to get on here, say what I had to say, and get off because I'm doing something else too. That's why I'm up this late. And Lord have mercy. It's on my mind. I was up yesterday. When I tell you, well, this is a new day. So I was up day before yesterday, all day, all night. And I didn't go to sleep until Friday. It was Friday. I went to sleep Friday at about 2 o'clock p.m. And I only slept then for like, I'm gonna say 2 hours. That's it, 2 hours max. And I was back up again because I had to finish what I was working on. So here it is now. What time is it now? Oh, it's okay. It ain't that late. Here it is now. 1 something a.m., almost 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning now. And I'm still up. And I'm still up because I resumed my project that I was doing and I was working on. So I figured, Rhonda, go put something in your stomach, And I did need to come grab me a drink. And I think I'm going to take me a couple of spoons of sea moss and I'm going to make this cabbage because I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten since I think it was Thursday. Yeah, I haven't eaten since Thursday because I just wanted to get done with my project, and I'm working on so many projects at like more than one. So basically, my mind is everywhere. I'm trying to keep my thoughts of what I got in my head for that, keeping my thoughts in my head of yeah, and then I'm trying to talk to y'all, but yeah, but it's good for people to give you advice. Sometimes it's good. That's their opinion. And you can take what part of that advice that you think resonated with you and the rest you can leave it. And that's all I'm gonna say. And so now, since I've came off my vacation, I was still kind of, I don't know. It was like I picked up so many different, I don't know, just picked up on other people's emotions and spirits and stuff. So I ended up like, and weight. I picked up a lot of weight. I'm telling you, I ate out so much. And I ate so much because I went on when I went on a 3-month vacation. I didn't just go one place. I was in 3 different states on my vacation. I went to 3 different states, and I went to visit 3 different people. So with that being said, I kind of I didn't want to, in my mind, make people feel like I thought I was better than them, but now I've learned, and after I got off my vacation, I learned the hard way. It was a lesson learned for me because you don't have to adapt and stop what you're doing and what your actual lifestyle to make it fit in with somebody else. You can enjoy yourself and be yourself. You don't have to, try to blend in that kind of way. You don't have to. We don't have to. And I had to learn the hard way. And now that, and I can't even lie to you, I was like all over the place after I got off that vacation and got here. All over the place. I'm talking about my mind it was just thinking this, thinking that. And I ain't talking about good thoughts, I ain't talking about bad thoughts. I'm talking about it was in between. And it was putting me in a state where I was questioning God and this and that, and why they treat me like that, or I mean, it just it it had my mind at in a vulnerable place, because honestly, it didn't even have to be that way, you know. And when I say it didn't have to be that way, I'm talking about me. My mind didn't. If I had to just kept on doing what, okay, if I had kept on just being myself, you know, being me. And what I've learned from that situation, to never, ever, ever change who I am. You know, change what I'm doing, what I like, to try to blend in to keep other people from thinking negative of me, or to even feel like they think it, because they may not even feel that way, you know. It could be just a thought, but I I wouldn't do it again. I would never change my way of the way I have disciplined myself, and the way that I really believe. And I do believe that eating the way I eat, it matters, you know, for me, for my lifestyle, my mental health, my body, my health. And since I've been back, I've been doing good. I had to detox. I'm talking about, when I say mentally, physically, emotionally, I had to really, really, really reset. When I say I had to go through do it all over again. Them years that I was actually a vegan and was eating that way, it didn't matter, you know, because once I took the first bite of that food or whatever, then guess what? It just, it was over. So I had to really, really, really reset. I did a whole reset. I'm talking about complete reset. Start all over again. But this time stronger and better. Because now I feel good, you know? I feel good. I'm so motivated. When I tell you, when I got home, I cried. I don't know. And I was asking myself, why you crying? What is wrong with you? Then I started asking myself within myself, girl, you might be kind of crazy. You know, you might need to go and see some counseling. But at the same time, I knew that it was because I was disappointed in myself, you know, at the time, because I actually gave in, and that was my choice. It wasn't nobody else's choice. That was my choice, because I knew that with me eating the way I eat and all of that, that's my peace. It's my peace. And it makes me feel good. And I'm a firm, true believer of that. I believe deep down in my heart that the way I eat is based upon how I feel, how I react. Because again, I react to situations that I shouldn't have reacted in. And I felt bad, you know, because truthfully, I would tell myself after we finished with whatever altercation we had, I was like, dang, how is it that I done said all this time, I done went through the whole process, I done been around so many different kinds of people. And when I say so many kinds of people, I ain't talking about race. I'm talking about like people's personalities, attitudes, character. And I, I withstand it. I withstood, you know. I was basically just not worried, unbothered, you know? And I feel like the food that I ate played a part in how I reacted. Or, you know, and now I'm just like, I'm overjoyed because I'm, I, I feel good. I really feel good. I feel accomplished. I feel, because I mean, and the reason I'm saying that I feel accomplished because I'm eating right. I'm putting the right things back into my body. My emotions and all of that stuff is not all over the place no more. But I do think that things do happen for a reason sometimes, because I had this emotional breakdown, and I don't even say it's a breakdown. It was overwhelming me, and it happened one time since I've been on this journey. And I feel like that it was something that I really, really needed to get off me. And I think that that was part of healing my, I don't know. I think it was a lot of parts of, I think it was a big part of healing my inner child. You know, my childhood trauma or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the final piece of that, because when it happened and when I released it, I kind of just, I don't know. I got emotional, and I felt a peace come over me. Like, this was a different peace. It was a different kind. And not just that, I felt like, how you put it, a weight was lifted off my shoulder. You know, I felt like I had this big weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm talking about, I felt better, and I've been feeling, when I say I thought, at first, I was feeling good. And I was feeling like, what they call it, I thought at first I felt, you know, just happy, joyful, just, I don't know, at peace with myself, at just unbothered. I really, really can tell the difference. It's a different type of peace. I can tell you that it's a different type of peace. And I've been, ever since I don't know, I just been overwhelmed with so many goals that I was already doing, but I was kind of, how you put it, piece by piece, and I'll put it down, stuff like that. And ever since then, I've just been going after it, doing it, getting all these different downloads, and I just feel amazing now. And I'm gonna leave you guys with this here. I know I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Never let your past situations, things you've been through, hardship, failures, because a lot of times we do fall, because sometimes we meet people's, like, you can meet a man or you can meet a woman and you get sidetracked. So I mean, and you stop, for real, you stop, and you just at that point procrastinating. So I'm just saying, never ever let someone else determine your future. Never ever let no one determine who you are. what you can accomplish, what you're not going to accomplish. Never let no one tell you you're not going to be anybody. Never let no one tell you you're ugly, because no matter what you look like on the outside, as long as your inside is beautiful, then that's all that matters. You're beautiful all over. Because I'd rather be in the presence of a beautiful, I'm talking about a person that has a beautiful spirit, beautiful soul, beautiful personality, beautiful mind, than to be in the presence of a person who is beautiful on the outside and just horrible in the inside, with a bad personality, bad character, putting down, talking about, I rather, I rather be me. And I'm telling you guys, be yourself. Do what you want to do when it come down to your goals, your lifestyle, because it's your life. You're the one that have to live your life. You're the one that has to mold your future into what you need it to be in order to accomplish your goals for success. And that's that. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to be successful in their own way. I don't want to be I want to be, when I say I want to be successful, I want to be successful in a way of being happy, being at peace with myself, and achieving the goals that I set my mind to achieving, that I wrote down. And that's my success. Being good to people, encouraging people, uplifting people, helping people, giving back, being a good servant. You know, that's what I prefer to do that. You know, that's that's my success, and everything else will fall in place. I can guarantee you. And a lot of times it may not even look like it's working in your favor. Trust and believe God is working behind the scene. He is working it out for you. You just have to be patient. You just have to remain in good character and treat people good. And if you feel like people are mistreating you, hurting you, talking down on you, using you, backstabbing, you remove yourself from their presence, no matter who they are. Remove yourself from their presence. Love them from a distance. Pray and ask God to work that situation out. It ain't that you don't love them, you have ill will against them, or you hate them. It's just that your peace matters more. Your peace is important. Your self-love is important. And if you continue to put yourself in situations and in places where it's not helping you grow and it's tearing you down and not building you up, and you not going anywhere, you always find yourself stuck. And no matter what you do, and you feel like, but I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I just seem like I just can't get over this rock. Get out the way. You're in your own way. Move. Get out of the way. Let go, let God handle that situation. And you continue to work on you, your goals. Work on your goals. And let God, let him do the rest. Because faith without works is what? Dead. So we have to be reminded of that. And we have to be reminded we're not God. We're not. So we're from him, but we're not him. And we have to respect one another, love one another. And excuse me, and no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Sorry, I had to take a drink of that tea. But yeah, no matter what, no matter what, you have to respect one another, love one another, and even your enemies. Love them, pray for them. You got to. I mean, a lot of time the way we handle, the way people treat us, the way whatever situation that you're in, it matters with your future and how you progressing in life. Because a lot of things that we go through is a test. And when I say a test, it's not like something to like hinder you or help you fall or not be accomplished. It's something to help you grow. And when I say growing with growth, I mean that basically you can be going through situations and maybe you need healing of unforgiveness and you're holding on to some things that happened to you in your past or something that someone did to you and you holding on to that. You got to cry out to God and let it go. Let it go so that you don't stop your blessings or slow down the process of your blessings. Remember the book of Abraham when God told him to leave his land and don't take nobody with him, and he took his nephew Lot. Abraham was blessed. Don't get me wrong. He was blessed. He had flavor. He had favor on his life. Right? But he also didn't receive the full benefits of his favor until he actually obeyed God. And him and Lot ended up going separate ways. So basically, at that point, he was in full obedience with his calling. Whatever his calling was, he was in full obedience with it. And he was walking in his purpose then. Because at that point, he was obeying God completely. So a lot of times it's our healing. Our healing be in our trauma. Our healing be in a person that's always picking or nagging or talking about you, or you just gotta ask yourself, what is it, Lord? Ask God, what is it that I need healing in? You know what I need healing with, because a lot of times it's something that's trying to manifest itself to you to let you know that you have this hidden unforgiveness in your heart that needs to be healed, so you just need to, y'all have a good night. Morning, night. I'm gonna go ahead on, because if I stay on here, I'll be talking all year. And y'all have a great, blessed, wonderful, prosperous weekend. If I don't come back on this weekend, because I'm sure, well, no, I probably won't, because I'm I'm so busy doing. When I say I'm so focused, I'm very focused right now on what I'm doing. And I got so much of it that I gotta do. So I feel grateful, thankful that I was able to come on and talk to you guys. And to whomever, wherever, that this word may inspire, encourage. I'm thankful that you gave me a couple of minutes out of your time to listen. And remember to love one another. Pray without ceasing. Let go and let God. Let him fight that battle for you. And y'all have a great weekend. I love y'all. Mwah.